Hey, hello, we should be live. What's this? Oh, someone gave me intimacy? One letter? Damn, what the hell? Where is that? Okay. I see somebody is ranking right now. But anyways, I'm not planning on ranking because what's my character points at? Shit. 81st? What the fuck? Oh, someone lost. Damn. I'm so sorry whoever was 81st patient, like, beforehand. But I don't feel like ranking because ranking is stressful. So instead of doing that, you know what we're gonna do instead? We're just gonna be reading and drinking a bit. Yay! Also, I ate a bunch of cake. Well, not a bunch. It was like a small slice. But like, oh my god, I'm in pain from it. I cannot believe it. I barely ate it, and I'm dying already. So we are going to be playing through the storyline, and we're gonna see how much quick matches and like event games we can do, cause I am behind for the weekly limit, and it resets in like a few hours. How many hours? Let me see, about 5-ish hours. So we're gonna try to do the storyline, and we're gonna try to play as much as we can. Let's get started. Okay. Oh my god, I'm like... Oh yeah, I haven't been doing this, so I haven't. Elsa Goodwin. Isaac Goodwin. Huh. Okay, we're gonna do patient first. Okay. Elsa, these stars, they form such a beautiful painting. Yes, what you're seeing is, fuck, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say anything, oh god. Libra, in in astrology, it symbolizes fairness, harmony, beauty, and balance. It's said to have originated from the scales of Themis, the goddess of justice, who is believed to weigh the soul, measuring good and evil. Elsa, do you enjoy the stars? Yes, but what I love even more is the boundless night sky filled with countless stars. Oh my god. I think I would have just have the dish right now, which is I think from wax artist. Actually that's kind of interesting. Does that mean... Okay, I think I am hoping at least that I'm not gonna be too behind because I started late. Like, I wanted to finish up with like the fucking Beyond the Bill of thing, and I'm gonna do that probably after I reset. But like, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna be able to talk during that, so that would be so annoying. There's like just no good time. It's so fucking hard. Like, I was just like so tired, so I couldn't bring myself to like even like read yesterday. Because it's like, when I tried, I was just continuously yawning, and I just felt like I just kept wanting to end stream. So, but I kept pushing myself. So it was like I couldn't really imagine, what's it called? Like, doing a stream and then just being like so tired and like, so I wanted to wait until a better time. But now it's like I kind of want to catch up with this, do other things. It's just like there's nothing, like, it's just too much to do, you know? I hate it. I hate how many events are going on. Or how many stories. If I only started streaming earlier, oh my god! Okay. Let's do the minigame actually, I want to see this. Solo mode? Okay. Memorize the target locations? Okay. That's fine. Oh wait, do you have to keep flipping it? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. Oh shit. So I've started late, so I'm not gonna get like a lot of the things. No, that's so inconvenient as hell. I think Lady Dawn finished before me by like a little bit. Damn, that sucks. I shouldn't have been so like nervous about starting the game. I mean, we still have a lot of time left, but that's so inconvenient. That's so sad. Okay, let's start the story now. This freshly printed copy of the Whitlow Gazette should help alleviate some of the monotony of this long and tiresome journey. Whitlow has been rife with stories of late, with this eye-catching headline at the forefront. As always, the seasoned newspaper editors know how to capture their readers' attention. Judging by the decomposition of the veins and the level of edema, it is estimated that the time of death occurred roughly 3 days before the photograph was taken. The body's well-hidden location made it harder to find, significantly complicating the case. A dagger was lodged in the victim's chest, bearing the shape and style typical of those used in daily life. Based on the volume of blood and the length of the blade, the wound's depth is estimated to range from 7 to 10 centimeters, a fatal injury by any measure. Alright, oh, there's more, okay. Over here. The corpse was discovered in an isolated forest on the town's outskirts, a place where theoretically few would venture. Yet the undergrowth surrounding the body was disturbed and flattened, as if a struggle or conflict had taken place there. His head. According to the newspaper, the deceased exhibited mild signs of poisoning, much like those found on the victims of the earlier serial murders. The ambiguity lies in whether this was driven by free will or forced upon the victim. These broken fragments in the corner, is it a ring? If I can reconstruct the complete design of the ring, it might reveal some vital information regarding the deceased identity. Oh shit, we actually have to, hang on. This is gonna be easier. We can do that first. Oh no, Desire Melodis! I know who he is! I keep track. There we go, and there we go. Okay. Despite the ring being damaged by some forceful impact, the fragments still allow me to infer the overall design. A snake, and several barely discernible letters. Okay, but if you could actually read that from like this tiny ass little like no, that is straight up impossible. That's bullshit. Okay. Fluorescent. Huh? Someone messaged me? Okay. Fluorescent markings. The fluorescent markings on the victim's body, as the police have stated, match those found in the Star Sacrificer suicides. The meaning behind these peculiar markings remains unclear. Perhaps they stem from some obscure religious rituals. This, it seems, is all the information we are able to gather at this stage. Amongst these clues, a pair of unmistakable contradictions emerge, forming the principal mystery of the case. Select two clues that contradict each other. Hang on. I think it's these. Wait, no, it's this. There we go. Two completely distinct causes of death are evident on the deceased, marking the most notable divergence from the previous star sacrificer cases. Yet I am more inclined to conclude that the cause of death was the significant blood loss from the stab wound in the chest. The evidence to support this assertion is uh, the disturbed undergrowth, because like someone else was here, right? There was a struggle. So like it wasn't after the fact. He got stabbed while alive. Right? Right? Indeed, the flattened undergrowth likely stems from the victim's attempts to avoid the deadly thrust of the blade, either through continued struggle or confrontation with the murderer. The killer then applied a fluorescent substance, arranging the scene to resemble the star sacrificer cases, thus making it look like a suicide. Okay, so actually, that's something I'm kind of questioning. I feel like there's some kind of context I'm missing. Is there context I'm missing? Maybe someone will answer that. With the loss of vital signs, blood flow ceased, and as a result, the evidence of poisoning was not as readily noticeable. These are the key deductions regarding the case, though there is one important clue I cannot seem to disregard. The key! I mean, not the key. The ring! That's important, right? The ring, marked with a surname Melodis, appears to be a symbol of the family lineage. Was it shattering intentional, or merely an accident? A sense of foreboding lingers. It appears that the task entrusted to me by Mr. Benefactor grows increasingly complicated. Okay, actually, I'm pretty sure Mr. Benefactor is from the last event. Or, like, not the last event, the last Chinese New Year event. So I feel like there is a lot of context we're missing out on. Perhaps it would be wise to go over the case notes once more and recall the instructions Mr. Benefactor conferred upon me at that time. I remember being here! Oh my god, the memories! The hurried scribbles in my notes instantly remind me of that afternoon, heavy with the scent of the ocean. After stepping out of the dim room, I joined Mr. Benefactor on the deck. We breathed in the fresh sea breeze as he handed me a bunch of old yet neatly arranged newspapers. Each paper contained an article about the Star Sacrificer case, which he had assigned me to investigate. Holy shit. Mr. Benefactor, the Star Sacrificer you mentioned in your request, who are they exactly? A group of zealots who believe in the purification of the soul through ritual sacrifice, or perhaps calling them madmen would be the most accurate description. Of course, these are merely the opinions of the world at large. That's cute. The composer smiled for a second. Suicide. This doesn't appear to have anything to do with Melodis. Oh, you might think otherwise if you were to learn of the ingredients in the fatal concoction they ingest. What concoction? A new type of drug with a formula instead akin to datura, but with a toxicity far surpassing it. My mind raced back to the failed experiment DM had mentioned at... Oh my god! Zenada's funeral. Bro, okay, so I'm just gonna take a small break, I guess, to talk about this. But I was saying that the like I'm behind on Truth and Inference because it's like what story like what story 10 or something, like, and not to mention there's like other like stories outside of like the main story that happen within the game, because from what I know there's either like a novel or a manga or like some side pieces outside, and like a lot of skins are also connected to Truth and Inference that don't appear like within the game. Like you have to buy like a package and stuff like that. And there's also some promotional footage for that is not in the game. There's just a lot of content outside of the game, inside of the game, that like I'm missing out on, right? And I was like, okay, but I'm pretty sure that like Ada and Emil, they're going to be played like they're going to be playing the same characters. It's just they look different. Because I'm pretty sure, like that's the same thing with Mechanic's like Lockhart form and now her Phantom Girl form. They're the same person. They just gone like they have a whole different wardrobe and they gone through like a whole character arc off screen, and that's why they look different. Like that's probably the same thing that's happening here. So I was like, I bet I'm gonna need to like look up like the Zenida storyline and like know what was going on there, so I can get like a general idea of like what's gonna happen in this storyline. And it seems like and my friend was like, oh, don't worry, most of the time these stories are very self-contained. It doesn't feel that way. At least not right now. But I was right. Except I was also wrong. It seems everything is important. Oh my god. I was actually around during this event, but I read jack shit. Also, I just want to say another thing I noticed is during the Sherlock Holmes event, a lot of the sort of investigation things that they did there, they're using here. But now that I'm reading things, I'm actually putting things together, and I gotta say, it's really fun. I kind of feel like, I feel sad that I missed out on the Sherlock Holmes event. Like, not by not being there at the time, I just didn't read it. And it's like, that's kind of why, like, it's like I feel like the story would have been interesting, so that's why I want to go back and read these stories properly. But it's like, reading it and having the time and patience to do it is so difficult, especially since you kind of need to constantly be moving the story forward every day, otherwise you're going to be behind. Because I'm behind on event rewards right now. Because I was too scared to like click on the thing because I wasn't ready to read the story, and I didn't want to just skip the story when I wasn't ready. I mean, to be fair, it would also help if I just wasn't streaming. Which I think possibly, depending, I might just stop streaming like storylines unless they're important. So like main storylines and also Truth and Inference will probably be like the only things I stream, unless I find the event like particularly interesting, like be on the Villaf, which I'm also doing. We're gonna get back to it, I promise. He openly acknowledged that this was the drug that caused Zenida's demise, but didn't elaborate on what happened to it afterwards. With a series of deaths mentioned in Mr. Benefactor's commission, an uneasy theory began to emerge in my thoughts. Are you suggesting that DM is behind these cases? Since you've already made the deduction, why not voice it? Or perhaps you don't believe this is something Melodis would do. Trust, after all, is based on significant understanding, and my bond with Mr. Melodis is hardly one of profound intimacy. As a detective, I cannot simply offer a conclusion or a judgment based on what may be merely inference without reliable evidence to support it. But you're Mr. Inference. While I respect your precision, Mr. Inference, I assure you that my claim is not made without solid reasoning. As I understand it, this drug is made from a rare fern, with the extraction process and formula proportions being extraordinarily complicated. As things stand, no one but Melodis possesses the resources and drive to pursue drug research through relentless experimentation. Additionally, his research has progressed to the crucial final stage with success almost within reach. As much as I dislike admitting this advantage of his, it is a reality I have no choice but to confront. Mr. Benefactor's words held a certain underlying envy, and his tone unmistakably carried a note of scorn. It seems your true motivation in entrusting me with this case is not out of sympathy for the innocent dead, but rather to disrupt Melodis' experiments. To my surprise, Mr. Benefactor responded with a faint, playful smile, nodding with quiet composure. Does it really matter? For you and me, it's essentially the same thing. These are merely different motivations for reaching the same goal. What's more, I know you well. Wait, do we have a log? I just realized. We do! Okay, that's interesting. Actually, is that bad? Because it's like, Inference is doing it to help people, I guess? Like, directly. And then, like, Benefactor is doing it to stop the evil. Like, is that really a bad thing? What's more, I know you well. You will not refuse me. Mr. Benefactor gently shook the blue vial in his hand, the unseen shackle he had made for me, binding me inescapably. According to Mr. Benefactor's information, this secret drug experiment has been ongoing intermittently for almost 3 years now. In 2 days, DM will visit a tower on the outskirts of Whitlock to attend the celestial divination ceremony hosted by a well-known astrologer. Oh my god, it's gonna be a wax artist! The location, known as the Black Storm, is the site of the final drug experiment. Given the suspicion surrounding the identity of the recent victim, I believe that only by going there personally will I be able to uncover the full truth. Tower of Dark Tempest. Okay. The site of the divination ceremony was a shadowy and ancient tower, situated several dozen miles from Whitlock. In the corner of the hall, an antique gramophone is in tarnished brass hums soft, calming melodies from its needlepoint. A few early arrivals in pairs or small groups pass the time with lighthearted conversation and games. Oh yeah, that's what the card game is probably. I like how the seer is not seer. Okay, this skin is so pretty. I want it. I've been playing Patricia a little bit more. I still have like a huge bias against her because a lot of her mains, when I started out, were pretty mean to me, or I saw them as like pretty like mean people. But as I've gone on playing, I will say that opinion hasn't exactly like vanished. But a lot of her mains are also like, okay, so it's like I play a lot of friendly hunter matches nowadays because it's like sometimes I just don't like, I don't have like the motivation or time to do ranking during ranking times and like take it seriously, right? Like I'll be playing usually like during non-ranking hours and I'll be playing quick matches mostly. But like whenever I see like a enchantress, they are usually the first people to like trust you immediately, run up to you, play with you and stuff like that. And like if like they won't they might pallet stun you, but like if someone else pallet stuns you, they'll immediately use their curses to like make the stun not last as long, and like they'll also be like willing to surrender for you even in rank. So like it's like they're always like the nicest whenever you have like friendly matches, like from what I noticed. So it's like I don't know, it's like I have like mixed feelings. It's like sure I have Patricia trauma, but I also have like I don't know, it's like so many Patricia mains are also like so cute. So it's like yeah. Each soul bound to the universe in its entirety is steered by the starry heavens from the moment of its first breath. The star above are already pointing the way. And the astrolab is is a boundless tome of life, holding within it the secret of one's gift, selfhood, and the path that lies ahead. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? I'm getting emails like I'm sorry, the way her eyes squinted, that was so fucking weird looking. The astrolabe. I cannot recall the professor ever mentioning a scholarly instrument of this sort. Is it perhaps akin to a sailor's compass, relying on the force of magnetism for direction? Oh my gosh, he's so hot. Bro, this event is so amazing with the skins. I don't know. Like, I think the last Chinese New Year, Chinese anniversary event, where it was like for the composer's skin, that was also really pretty because it had a more oceany theme. And I remember a lot of the skins were so pretty during that event. But like these, like, I love stars as well. Like, oh my god, I love this event. I'm so sad I didn't get a lot of the skins for like the last event, like the last Chinese anniversary. There we go. Whoa, they're not all the same. Wait, shit, they're not the same at all. The astrolabe is another term for a celestial chart used by astrologers to map the skies above us. It is a planetary diagram drawn by astrologers who, based on the time of the sun's corona and its longitude and latitude, consult the chart to calculate and depict the positional relation of celestial bodies. This event is a struggle right now. Oh my god. I need the smart people to fucking leave. What happened to the dumbasses? Where's Emma? Actually, Emma isn't. I don't think Emma's that much of a dumbass. But I feel like compared to everyone else, Emma wouldn't be using fancy words on me. I hope, right? I don't know. I haven't seen her. Only with an accurate and detailed astrolabe will astrologers conduct their readings and, what in the fuck is that word? Prognostication? Longitude and latitude. A celestial chart, you say. It all seems rather complicated, doesn't it? Complicated? Hardly. These are but the basic foundational steps in the process, whatever. Furthermore, astrologers must account for the many ways in which the different house systems impact the drawing and calculations of the astrolabe. A single miscalculation, and all interpretations concerning one's life and fortune, even the most careful crafted prophecies, would become naught but folly. Okay, but like this sprite looks so weird, actually. No wonder why this one's free. Shake my head. Okay. The complexity of astrology is truly remarkable. Quite a revelation indeed. Indeed it is. A truly skilled astrologer must possess not only rare genius, but also unrelenting diligence, and a well-rounded... Listen here, lady. I don't give a shit if you're calling me a dumbass. At least say it directly to my face. For example, Mr. Astrologer was an assistant professor in mathematics and philosophy long before he began his pursuit of astronomy. Okay. And the art of cranial divination is, in truth, his greatest achievement. Born from the fusion of astronomy, astrology, psychology, and anatomy. As expected of Mr. Astrologer. I heard him praised by many respected figures. He was once a revered spiritual mentor who guided many to astronomy. However, with time, even today, some remain puzzled and dismayed by his abrupt departure from academia. I've been here this whole time. I could not help but notice the hint of sorrow that crept upon the young woman's features, bringing their conversation into an almost imperceptible halt. Imperceptible? I don't know. They then noticed my presence, a stranger. I approached and offered a polite greeting. Hi! I heard nothing, don't worry about that. A pleasant evening to you, ladies. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Why, not at all. We are pleased to have a new friend join us in this casual exchange of words. Actually, I remember, I thought opera singer was a guy at first. I don't know why, but it's like, I feel like she looked like she kind of looked like a dude from, like, just, like, her face. because of how like slim and like this like it's like a face you would get from mewing. Okay, she's one of those like handsome TikTokers, but like, you know, the guys that you find annoying and you don't want to like watch and you just like think they're cringe, like those kind of handsome guys. Their whole personality is being handsome. I cannot imagine. I wish my personality could be how beautiful I am. Unfortunately, I look like this, which you guys can't see because I'm not ever turning on. Actually, that reminds me, I need to fix my thing because I think IDV is slightly smaller than... Okay, shit. Hang on, let me... Okay, can I make it so that you do not do this? Okay, so I remember there was a way I can do this. I think it's shift and... It's a little bit stretched, but this should... I remember there was a little weird line with like, you can see my background. Okay, you can kind of see my background here as well. I'm gonna fix it and try to get it to like... There we go. Now it should take up the whole screen. I hope the proportions don't look weird. If anything looks a bit weird, I can try to fix it. I'll just delete like the screen capture and like redo it. Oh shit! Hang on. Why not at all? We are pleased to have a new friend join us in this casual exchange of words. I've long since noticed that the lady before me, her extensive knowledge in the conversation earlier deeply impressed me. Oh god, we had the analyzer. The golden mask she held resembled a theatrical prop, perhaps a subtle reflection of her personal style. Her cloak, sumptuous fabric and elegant tailoring were of the highest order, radiating the dignified air of ancient nobility. The radiating design possessed a certain measure of quality, as if it were linked to some secret aspect of astrology. There was a serene elegance to her bearing, accompanied by a subtle, captivating androgynous allure. Okay, so the androgyny is actually like a part of her, like what she is supposed to be. So I like, okay, it's not my fault. It was kind of meant to be. There's something about you. If I'm not mistaken, are you a private detective? Quite so. In fact, others have taken to calling me Inference. Delighted to make your acquaintance, Mr. Inference. I am Penny Herschel, currently studying in the astronomy department at Whitlow University. Desalins, the seer. A pleasure to meet both of you, and of course, this individual also. How remiss of me. I almost failed to introduce myself. I am Novia Allure of Mayoet. Though I already harbor some curiosity regarding her identity, the mention of the surname Allure still struck me with surprise. To my knowledge, the Allure family is an esteemed lineage, granted a noble title for its distinguished service, with strong and lasting ties to the political establishment. Mayonette's fame over the years can largely be attributed to the two institutions, the Nightingale Royal Opera House and the renowned Allure family. Good evening, madam. Might I be so bold as to address you as Lady Allure? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Upon hearing this, the esteemed lady smiled, delicately rotating the gilded mask in her hand, her expression one of modest elegance. Actually, okay, so I remember I was saying something like, oh, I felt bad, like, starting the story so late because I'm missing out on a lot of rewards. Because my guild members, they're talking about, like, oh, we got this reward today, what are we going to do with it, and stuff like that, and I'm like, damn, I'm so behind. But actually, we meet, like, I think, no, did we meet? No, that was when I clicked it. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I missed out for no reason. So sad. Okay. In essence, were it not for the prestige of the Allure family, I would be nothing more than an ordinary person, lost to the art of theater. I would much rather be addressed as Novie, or, if you will, by my stage name, Lady of Dawn. A lady of the stage, I see. With the extensive knowledge you displayed just now, I had imagined astrology might be more your field of expertise. My knowledge of the mystical arts is limited, yet I find myself most intrigued by the cranial divination techniques Mr. Astrologer so devidly employs. Defiant? Oh my god. Why can't you use normal words? Holy shit! But it was the mysterious tale of Goatee that most certainly drew me to this gathering. Goatee. Indeed, you may have heard that this tower was once a prison, infamous over 100 years ago. It was known as the Black Storm. The vilest of criminals dwelled within its walls, and Goatee was the most despised among them. They say he was the only prisoner ever to break free from these walls, yet he managed to do so. Remains a mystery, unsolved to this day. Years after his escape, a playwright created this satirical comedy, The Night of the Black Storm, with him inspiring a central antagonist. Despite having seen and even performed this classic piece countless times, every script explains how the escape was achieved. However, the enigma of this figure and his strange past continues to stir within me an insatiable curiosity. So your purpose in coming here is to unravel the mystery of how Goatee escaped. Exactly. I came here hoping for a stroke of luck, but I never imagined running into a private detective like you, Mr. Inference. Might you be interested in unraveling this mystery with me? Naturally, I'll ensure you receive a fitting reward for your involvement. Yeah, I love money! To be honest, the answer piques my curiosity more than the payment. Not for me. I love payment, bro. I would be a a horrible detective, bro. It appears I have underestimated the intrinsic depth of a detective's curiosity. Perhaps we can finally solve this hidden mystery that has persisted for a century with your aid. After exchanging a few more pleasantries with Lady Aurora and the others, my gaze shifted to the other side of the hall. At the far side, a group of men were seated, their faces concentrated as they huddle around a card table, playing some intriguing game. Oh, the game we just played? Clearly, this card game has reached its critical, deciding moment. God, how long is this gonna take? Come on now, Mr. Poet, no more dilly-dallying. It's your turn to flip. Forgive me, I'll pick this one. With a hint of melancholy, the poet delicately flipped the card closest to him, precisely one that had, moments ago, made up a pair. Noticing the tide of victory turn in favor of his adversary, the young man wearing boxing gloves, and a steady expression, instinctively clenches his fist. Things do not look good for you, Mr. Boxer. No. I can't let this slide. I must switch my bet. Allow me to make a change. Mr. Clerk, wasn't it agreed that there wouldn't be no turning back once a wager was made? The student man in sheriff attire, sitting in the center, placed a steady, forceful hand over the other, exuding a quiet strength. With his refined but frail nature, the poet edged out the boxer by 3 points, much to the latter's chagrin. Oh, this is the end of me, penniless at last. This is why you don't gamble, bro. Wealth is but a fleeting thing. It can be won back. A man ought not to sigh over such trivialities. This is the last of the money I had left after my investments went sour. I was planning to recoup my losses, but it all vanished. Alas, why does wealth always seem to slip through my fingers? How about another round? This time I'll show you I can get the bet right. Bro, you're just gonna keep losing money. No one to quit. If you're penniless, then you're fucking penniless, bro. Don't go into the negatives. Whee! Is this gonna make my voice sound weird? Because I'm like laying, like not laying, but leaning back right now. Okay. Like, I want to click out. How long is this story gonna take? Oh my god. Perhaps we should let this gentleman try his luck this round. He's a renowned detective, and I believe he'd be fit up perfect for a game of wits like this. Have we met? I found myself scrutinizing the young man more closely. There are particular scabs on his head and neck. My name is Asaf, a wandering bard of sorts. Beyond music and poetry, I have a passion for gathering stories about famous individuals. I followed your work since the Golden Rose Theater. Oh my god! That's like the second event that happened in this game. And that's where Lady Bella came from. And have always hoped to write a biography about you. I never imagined I'd meet you here. So this is the renowned detective. How delightful. I'm Sheriff Anderson, principal lawman of Withlow. Honored to meet you. This here is Boxer K, a pugilist of the underground circuit, alongside Mr. Frank Gotti, a man of clerical duties. Seeing as we're now familiar with one another, detective, might I suggest you join us for a game of cards? I consider that a game of cards might serve as a suitable form of interaction, and thus I accepted. Allow me to select a more fitting melody for the occasion. Please make yourself comfortable in the meantime. Following Anderson's instruction, the remaining participant promptly rearranged the cards, and the game was ready to commence without delay. Okay. I'm gonna... Okay, we need to find the H. So that's here, 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 and here. Wait, am I not H? Oh shit, I've looked at the wrong H. Where's the last one? What the fuck? Okay. And the Lady Dawn won again. Damn. Boxer, you fucking suck. As the game drew to its conclusion, the air lightened and the participants, now more at ease, began conversing with a newfound familiarity. With the details of the serial murder case from the Withlow Gazette lingering in my thoughts, I approached the sheriff for further information. So we are 19% of the story. Ooh, we can click on this. It doesn't seem to do much though. It only seems to give extra information so far. We can look at this more towards... Oh, DM! There is someone downstairs. Can you hear that? I think my family came home. I might have to mute, but on the bright side, I have gotten it. I have gotten a mic where I just can press a mute button and boom. Okay, so I've only really started on the first part of chapter 1. So chapter 2... No, not chapter 2. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we have chapter 2 unlocked, but I don't think chapter 3 is unlocked. Or I'm not sure when they unlock. Because I'm scared. Oh. I can't tell if you can hear, like, the background noise. Like, okay, so we have, like, 25 days. So it's only been, like, 5-ish days since the event started. Like, let me see. About 6-ish days, actually. 6? No, it's about... Okay, so it's about 5-ish days. Okay, so you can hear that. Because it's saying it's picking up. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can muffle the sound so you guys don't have to hear that. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can make the background noises not background noise. There's not much I can do. I just stuffed a blanket under my thing and hope for the best. But yeah, so we're about 4ish days in. We are going to get everything done probably pretty soon. But I'm worried that I'm gonna be like behind on the story. Like I don't think I'm behind enough that it's going to be like to a point where like I won't be able to what's it called? Finish the event. Like I think I should be fine. But like yeah. At the worst, I'll just do like the card thing and like the daily check-ins off screen. But I will try to do all the story events if I can on screen. But that's slightly annoying. I thought like I thought it would be like with Koa because during like I think it's still around. A minute? Yeah. During this, like when I was doing this, right? I didn't even need to like I only needed to log in and I would get these rewards. Without even needing to like do the text. But for this one I do just logging in isn't good enough. Maybe it's because I didn't click on into the thing, but I was scared I would activate like story on accident and I didn't want to accidentally lose out on that. But yeah, we'll continue for a bit and then we'll probably play something. Actually, wait, can I leave? Can I leave this? Okay, so I'm kind of tempted. How long has it been going on for? About 40-ish minutes. I'm kind of want a break right now. A bit tired. Talking. I haven't seen some of my friends in a good while. Do still need to catch up on the dice though. But I'm gonna, okay. So I'm gonna take a slightish break. And then we'll get back into it. Yay! I'm probably like only like 2-ish, 3-ish minutes. Whee! I'm not, like I kind of want to make food as well because I'm like hungry. getting like I'm getting tired, but I feel like I should push through. I might. Okay, so at this point, for at least beyond the Villa event, I might just stop reading it out loud and do a no commentary stream, and just upload it and just like auto it. For this one, I will try to read through it and I'll like push through. I got this, guys. I got this. I'm so fucking tired. Oh my god, I'm at my limit. Okay. Sheriff, I wonder if you would, if you heard of the serial murder case mentioned in the papers of late. Of course, I presume this case has, also piqued your interest, Detective. Oh shit! I wanna fall in love and be happy. I can't wait for Love Bullet to get more updates. Indeed, using the fragments of the ring found on the deceased, I managed to form a pattern. I would appreciate your help in confirming a few things, Sheriff. This pattern and the inscription. Melodus, as expected, just as I fear. You don't seem particularly surprised by the identity of the victim, Sheriff. I am ashamed to admit, Detective, that our investigation into the serial murder case has became rather stagnant. The only thing we have confirmed is that the victim's identity. However, even this solitary irrefutable clue has perplexed us for far longer than expected. Could this pattern be the cause of your perplexity? There we go. That's right. It is very much tied to Melodus. Of the 28 victims we found, 4 are of the Melodus family, while the rest are from the other families. The coincidence strikes us as odd, so we compile a list of the surnames of the deceased, and revealing 9 different families. And do these families have any connection to the Melodus family? Well, we looked into their relations and found that the families all emerged as influential forces during the same period, hundreds of years ago. Yet as their business grew, so did the competition, both in the open and in the shadow. For there could never be enough wealth for a merchant. Now, save for a few powerful families like the Melodus, the others have gradually lost their prominence. As for the relationships of these families, I doubt any genuine bonds remain beyond their business dealings. Have you not come across any commonality between the victims at all? Unfortunately, other than similarities in the crime scene and the manner of death, we have not discovered any more meaningful clues. The reason behind the victim's connection to these families remain unclear, with no one able to shed any light on it. From what Sheriff disclosed, Melodus seems to be another victim in the baffling string of murders. This starkly contrasts with the viewpoint and clues Mr. Benefactor provided me. As I ponder further, I realized that some points I had previously overlooked were gradually coming into sharper focus. Firstly, was it truly only Melodus who could have crafted this concoction? Further, if Melodus were the culprit, why would he narrow the scope of the potion's trial, even at the cost of his own kin? And as the head of the Melodus family, why would he feel the need to oversee the potion experiment at this tower personally? And lastly, what is the hidden conflict between Benefactor and DM? What secret what secret ties does he have with the potion experiment? As I pondered this serpentine pattern before me, a familiar Orient voice drifted over from behind. Good evening, everyone. How wonderful to meet you all under the starlight. I am Desire Melodis. What? I turned to see the figure in the center of the crowd. Our eyes met, and I saw the elegant curve of his lip rise. Oh my god, he's so hot. I said nothing. Okay, but like, oh my god. No wonder why people like Joseph so much. Oh my god. Also, my eyes are on fire. Holy shit. Like, I'm allergic to pollen or whatever, and I think, like, I went outside for a little bit just to buy, like, some cake and, like, a couple, like, easy-to-make meals, TV dinners. And, like, right now, my eyeball is fucking aflame. Holy shit. It's not that bad because it's not, like, closing or anything. Like, it's not being forced shut. So it's, like, it's just really irritated right now. So we should be fine for a couple more text boxes. Actually, no, we're not fine anymore. Well, that was nice while it lasted. I'll be right back, guys. Yay! I'm in pain! What the fuck? For a second there, I thought, like, I saw a chat message and I was like, oh shit. It's like, oh, it always happens when I leave. Oh my god. Okay. But we're back, and my eye is less aflame. It still hurts. It still burns. It still sucks. But we can continue on, guys. Oh shit, my sound buffer is out of the way. And oh my god, my eye is like, my other eye is aflame as well. But not to a degree where it's shutting, so it should be fine. We got a couple text boxes. It appears I'll be making acquaintance and wait shit. It appears I'll be able to make new acquaintances and meet old friends this fine night. It would be hilarious if they kill. Just imagine a consistent villain for like the last 6 years. It just fucking drops all of a sudden. Especially since he seems pretty important to like the Phantom Girl thing. And she's not coming out until December. Upon seeing me in the crowd, DM instantly began walking towards me, his familiar greeting tinged with curiosity and probing. Mr. Evans, I trust all is well with you. Who could have foreseen such a meeting in this place? It seems that fate, in its curious way, has conspired to bring us together once more. I ship it. I must admit, I never anticipated that you would be that you would one day be drawn to the mysterious realm of astrology, Mr. Melodis. I wonder if you can hear my family in the background. If you guys can, I will mute this and just tell them, hey, I'm recording. My curiosity spans many areas, though I must admit, I was concerned that this so-called divination ceremony might prove rather dull before I arrive. But having encountered you here, Mr. Inference, I am certain this evening will not be in vain. The imp flashed me a knowing smile, and a fleeting, unreadable glimmer flickered in his gaze. May the stars bestow their blessing upon us, granting us the fulfillment of our wishes this night. After offering me a graceful nod, he returned to the gathering, seamlessly conversing with the others. The entire scene unfolded. There was... my nose is so itchy. Oh my god. I hate pollen so much, bro. Okay. The entire scene unfolded with such ease and precision, leaving me to question the true nature of his intentions this evening. Mr. Inference? At that moment, another familiar voice reached my ears, compelling me to turn, and to my astonishment, I came face to face with two more familiar faces. Okay, it's gonna be Ada and Emil. Because I'm pretty sure, like, I'm 100% sure Deva is Elsa, like Goodwin. Oh shit, I meant Ada, whatever. I can't believe it's really you. Isaac and I were convinced we were mistaken. Isaac seems ill at ease, merely offering a quiet nod to acknowledge my presence. Dr. Goodwin, what a pleasant surprise to find both of you here. While I had some theories as to why DM was there, the Goodwin couple arrival was beyond my expectations. I've heard the astrologer's method of carnal divination offer a cure for the maladies of the mind, and so, of course, I brought my husband here, seeking a miracle amidst the hearsay. Oh, so I see Emil is also mentally insane in this version as well. Mental illness is so difficult to deal with, especially in times of technology not existing. Oh, Mr. Isaac. He looks so goofy, I swear. Like, it's like his eyes. Like, no, it's not even, like, okay, so it's more like his face in general. Like, it's like the fact that he, like, okay, in story, he's unhappy, but he's just, like, smiling all goofily, like, hee hee. Like, he always looks so happy and, like cutesy. But the thing is, with his character, he's not really like that, if that makes sense. Like, he's much more, I'm pretty sure, in terms of personality, he's much more either stoic or, like, upset with things. Like, in a lot of the story events, like, Ada's like, oh my god, look how cool this is! And he's like, as long as you're happy, I'll stay with you. Like, he's very, like, emotionless, or, like, very, like, more like he's trying to figure out what emotions he's feeling. So he's not, like, he never really smiles, or, like, story-wise, like, it would imply he's not smiling. But in all of his art, he's always, like, smiling a little bit. Like, he's always just, like, happy. And I guess it makes sense if he's, like, with Ada, then, like, of course he's gonna be, like, super happy or whatever. But, like, most of the time, he's, like, not. I don't know how to explain it. No, not Isaac. Elsa mentioned that before. I go by the tracing light. It's quite alright, Isaac. Mr. Inference is a man of trust. There's no need to fear revealing personal matters in his presence. Forgive me, but Everlasting Dream and Tracing Light are merely aliases we adopted when dealing with strangers. Not everyone here is to be trusted, after all. The Goodwin's prudence took me by surprise, but I nodded in understanding. So, you too have come for the rumored carnal divination? Yes, we could find no other way. I believe you may have observed that my husband's faculties of speech and cognition differ from those of ordinary men. The cause lies in an illness he contracted some years back, an ailment that robbed him of his memory, and have sought every possible cure, but none have yielded significant results. Mr. Goodwin fell silent, yet the subtle melancholy in her gaze conveyed a deeper, unspoken sorrow. Elsa, the person we've been looking for, he arrived. Oh my god, it's Wax! The world around us seemed to fall silent, and Isaac softly grasped Elsa's sleeve, silently urging her to turn. A figure of quiet elegance descended the stairs, his fire-hued astrological robe, and the gleam of his crystal ball instantly captures the attention of all present. Oh my god, it's wax artist. This is the composer skin of this event. This is the one we had to buy, or like, otherwise we're not going to see for like 20 years. It's a good thing I'm not a wax main. I kind of, like, I feel like I should switch my mains more often, but I kind of want to just have like 3 people on both factions that are like my main. And then after that, I just don't really have people I main, but just people I play, right? Because it's like, I like playing Photographer. I don't plan on actually maining him. Like, I like Embalmer. I don't plan on actually maining him, right? Things like that. Like, I was thinking maybe I'll get, like, the medals for Embalmer and, like, Mind's Eye. Because I was like, well, they're kind of my main. But then I was thinking, like, you know what? I'm just going to stick to, like, my 3 peoples. And then just not push past. Because the main reason is I don't want to be spending so much money on this game. I kind of want to focus, like, I think, like, I wanted to, like, originally, like, I kind of just went for anything that was, like, really pretty to some degree. And I was also thinking about getting the Phantom Girl for Mechanic, but I don't even play Mechanic, right? So it's like, I was thinking about it, but I just don't think it's worth it anymore. And I'm planning on saving money, one, to possibly do more with my streaming if I can, and 2, to, like, I guess be more independent. Because, like, I mentioned on stream, like, oh, can you hear my family in the background? I'm living with my family, right? So that's, like, my goal. Move out, be more, like, adult and independent or whatever. And also boost my streaming, I guess. Not a lot. It's still a hobby for me, and I don't really have any actual plans for this place. But I do want to take, like, streaming a bit more seriously, and also take art in general more seriously. But I feel like that's something I have to just do in general, and not just, like, throw money at it and hope it works. There's no point. A crystal ball. Its surface well kept, but showing signs of use. Spoke of its importance and the care of which it has been preserved. A circular pendant rests on its chest, like an eye that peered into the very fabric of faith and what has yet to be. Upon the shoulder, a graceful shadow lingered, akin to a sky of falling stars. Its beauty so ethereal, it's like a fleeting mirage. His presence was cold and enigmatic allure, an intangible barrier that kept him just out of reach. With serene composure, the astrologer halted before the assembly, uttering a prayer with a calm and sacred cadence. Starlight is the origin of existence and the final refuge for the restless heart. May the divine wisdom of the celestial divine descend upon us tonight, enlighten our souls and guiding our journey. Praise be the stars! Good evening, I am Auburn Devil, an astrologer. It is with great thanks that I welcome you all, after enduring such a long journey, to be here with me. 3 years ago, while meditating under the starry sky, I was inspired by the celestial divine and developed the cranial divination method, a form of spiritual healing. The loss of my family led me into a dark abyss of grief, and for many nights I found myself unable to sleep, with no solace to calm my troubled mind. As I lingered in hopelessness, the twinkling stars above revealed to me the mysteries of life, and in the revelation I found the solace I so desperately sought. With this great blessing, I vow to offer others the same solace, helping them rise from their suffering and embrace hope once more. For this purpose, I hosted one ceremony after another, hoping that everyone might experience the power of the heavens. Mr. Astrologer, might I ask if this method of spiritual therapy is effective in cases of amnesia? It is well recognized that the cells in our bodies have a tremendous capability of self-repair, and I believe memory is no exception to this law. Healing begins with understanding the bonds between the self and the universe, where the senses and the soul communicate in unity. Perhaps, just as healing brings forth new flesh, those lost memories will return to the body when starlight is rekindled. To help you better attune to the starlight, I have purposefully reshaped this space into a place for celestial guidance, structured according to the alignment of the sun, the moon, and the stars. I believe the enlightenment ritual I intend to perform here may prove to be of great benefit in treating this gentleman's amnesia. If you may cast your eyes upon the map of this tower, you will naturally come to understand. Oh no, my yawning has irritated my eyes. God damn it. Okay. If you cast your eyes upon the map of this tower, you will naturally come to understand the mystery it holds. Oh shit, this again. From what I could tell, the tower comprises of 10 floors. I myself have been on the first floor, likely the area designed to be designed for receiving guests. A terrace at the top of the tower looked at oh, is that where like the essence art came from? Because like okay. A terrace at the top of the tower looked like the one astrologer used for stargazing and divination. Okay. Wait, shit. I should have looked at that. Oh no. On the left side of the maps, planetary symbols mark each floor, their order appearing corresponding to the layout of the celestial orbits. However, the 10th floor bore no planetary symbol, a point which caught my attention. Okay, well, I mean, it's just a summary of what we said. I believe each of you has identified the floor linked to your own star. The map symbol represents 8 celestial bodies in total. You are welcome to move about the floors and rooms marked with the planetary symbols at your leisure. I would advise against approaching the unmarked 10th floor and the basement, which is not indicated on the map. Why is that? They certainly don't sound all that ominous. The basement holds electrical systems and clutter of discarded items, thus rendering it a site ripe with potential hazards. I must advise against exploring it. The 10th floor, in truth, is a forbidden zone. It is a place not to be approached. Not to be approached. Mr. Astrologer, what secrets does this floor hold? As you can see, each floor is guarded by a fated celestial body, but the planet governing the 10th floor is quite unusual. Decades ago, a certain astronomer, after much calculation, foretold the presence of an enigmatic planet X beyond Neptune. Pluto? Yeah, Pluto is after Neptune, right? So it's like, okay, so it's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, then the astral belt, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, then Pluto. I'm going based off of, like, the Sailor Moon. Like, I'm trying to remember based off Sailor Moon. I'm not sure how effective that is. Sailor Moon taught me all the science I need. The planet's movement remains mysterious, with no trace still uncovered. For this reason, it is often called the planet of the underworld. Actually, okay, it is Pluto, because Pluto is known for being, like, the planet of the... Actually, yeah. This is something kind of funny. Pluto is considered the planet, like, okay, in Sailor Moon, she is considered, like, the timekeeper and the keeper of, like, the time gate, right? But that is actually Saturn's job in terms of, like, the planetary, like, assignment of, like, what their lore is, I guess. But Pluto is the planet of the undead, or, like, I guess what they said, the underworld. And Saturn is actually the planet of time. But in Sailor Moon, Sailor Saturn is the one assigned with the power of death and destruction, while Pluto is assigned the power of time. And I believe, other than that, everyone else is exactly the same. Mercury, I forgot what the fuck Mercury was, actually, because, like, her ability is kind of like water and bubbles and, like, ice. But, like, And like she's wisdom. She's wisdom, but like her actual like powers is kind of like weird in a sense. And then we have Venus, which is the power of love, and her ability like is, I think it's just straight up love. And then Mars is like fire, and then Jupiter is like lightning. It kind of connects to their like Roman counterparts. I can, oh my god, it is so I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm muting myself. I am hoping that they didn't say anything too revealing about who we are. I tried really hard to talk over it, but like, I'm not sure if I did that well. That's also another thing. I want to move out just so I can not have to deal with it. Because it's like sometimes I just want to be streaming, and it's like I cannot stream at like certain times or like do certain things because like that will happen. Of course, like if I live in like a townhouse or apartment, I'll still have to like be mindful of like my noise level and like not like fucking yell at 3 a.m. in the morning. But like it would be so nice to not have people accidentally possibly reveal personal information, you know? Like that, like that's a fear I have. Like that, like suddenly my mom would just yell my real name out loud, and then like the whole stream hears it, and then I have to unarchive this shit. Like, oh my god, because I cannot redo this. Like that's the thing with like IDV stories. There's no like redo for event stories. You just have to accept the fact that once it's done, it's done. So I'll be so fucking pissed off, bro. Um, The orbit of this planet aligns with the 10th floor, the tower. Rumor says bizarre and inexplicable events have occurred here through the ages. For your own protection, I am compelled to keep this floor closed to all of you. I ask you all to temper your curiosity for this nameless planet's power. This nameless planet's power may affect tonight's ritual proceeding. Mr. Astrologer, this peculiar event you mention, are they related to an escaped criminal named Gautier? Gautier, whatever. It appears that the name caught him by surprise. I see a fleeting expression of both shock and reluctance across the astrologer's face. Indeed, it is common knowledge that this tower was once a prison, and that the room on the 10th floor was where Gautier was incarcerated. Is that gonna be Goatman? When I came to the possession of this tower, someone advised me not to inquire too much about this figure. Today I pass along the same advice to all of you. What a brief but clear gesture. The astrologer's signal for us to suppress our curiosity before guiding us to a wall in the hall. As is customary, before the Enlightenment ceremony begins, I must ensure your devotion to the Celestial Divine. Blessed by the Celestial Divine, this stone is known as the Stone of Truth. Place your hand upon the stone and answer me. Only those tested by the Celestial Divine may continue with tonight's divination ceremony. So, who will be first to face tonight's trial? Okay, so we're not going to get an update for a good while. So that's going to be it for now. And we will continue on and play some of the... Ooh! Oh my god, look at how pretty he is! I have mixed feelings about his eyes, but like still. Oh my god, he's so cute! I love him! I love myself so much. What? Okay, Planet X and the 9 families. So that will be it until, April 3rd. So when the new story event comes out, we are going to continue playing. But for now, that will be the end of the story part of this. Now, I guess you can mark this. I'll try to like note it down. Hang on, let me see if I can like note it down. Let me put it in the description. Around 119 is around when the story ends, and we're done doing that. View channel. Can I edit? No, I need to go to dashboard. Shit. Content? No. Wait, here.